he picked the wrong family, and not scared of a conflict, and we're not scared. We're not running. We're coming at him.
Good day, friends. I hope you're doing well. I'm Franky, and this is Maxie.
Hiya. Thought I was going to be late.
Welcome. Late. It's okay. Welcome to the Think Tank.
Hi, guys.
That's a good intro. I'm sitting behind you going, ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much. I'm
You're
spoiled.
very welcome. It's a blast. It is.
So tonight, what we've got up is a little bit on Moscow, not a whole lot right now because basically nothing's happening. A lot of people talking, but I don't know that I'm counting anything as reportable.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the issue, right? I mean, we kind of knew this was going to happen. It always happens when there's like a wait.
Exactly.
It's about to be like rumor time. People just throwing out
speculation after speculation when it's not even speculation Saturday.
Oh, guys, can't you wait?
Right?
At least take the time to research it before you debunk it. Jesus.
Exactly. So, I think that, we'll talk a little bit about that accident that was in front of Kohberger's apartment a little, but other than that, everything else is just not a lot. So we can bounce around, speculate a little bit. And then if I'm understanding correctly, the Murdaughs he's in court. Alec is in court starting Monday, right?
Not to be confused with Alex, but Alec.
Alec, yeah. I was watching a podcast and they're saying if you don't call him Alec, the person's not reliable. So
I'd be like, listen here, bro, I'm going to call you whatever you want because you're in handcuffs and behind prison for murdering your whole family. So I'm going to call you what I feel.
Oh my God. Like I want to get into it. I'll watch the trial and I'll even stream some if there's a place for me to do that.
On Discord, there is.
Through Discord, but I still don't want to get a copyright.
You won't get a copyright on Discord.
They won't.
No.
Well, maybe I'll see what we can do.
I've streamed a whole Netflix series on there.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I only had one person watching, so maybe that's why.
I'll kind of look around and whatever my best bet is, because I know a lot of people are streaming it, so there's got to be a way. I just don't want to get a strike while I'm in
I feel you.
Yeah, that's
you have too many strikes on your folder, man.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, one for the Queen. And then some other guy. I had like 2 seconds and I didn't know I shouldn't be doing it, but I thought maybe. And it was like, strike. It's like, oh my God.
He was just waiting for you to get like 2 words in. He was like, strike.
I don't ever get strikes in bowling, but I don't want them
I keep hitting them here. I don't know how, but yeah. But the Murdaugh case is really interesting. It's super.
Hello, Clifton. Good to see you, friend.
Hi, Clifton. There's a lot of moving parts, like things that have happened way like years prior.
Right.
before he caught this case.
Right.
His son, the one that ended up killed,
smashing into the. See, I've got them behind me actually.
Yeah. Dude, that whole story is super interesting, and it just sounds like
There's the Mudaugh kid. There he is. That's the little badass at the time.
He's right here. Yeah, this kid, I think maybe he was just part of one of those young kids from a family that
Lots of money.
Yeah, just
No
felt like he could get away with things. You know what's interesting is when the accident happened and the kids that survived were able to get out of the water. You know who the first person he called was?
Are we talking about Paul now, the kid?
Yeah. You know the first person he called? Like the
I mean, I would think a lawyer.
Well, you are correct. Yeah.
I would think.
He called his grandpapa. Not his father.
Yeah.
He called his grandfather.
Well, his dad seems like he's got a big temper.
The whole family does.
Whole family
seem like they're like that. Like that kind of
So is Buster the dad?
No, Buster.
Is that the grandpa?
Busta. That's what I'm gonna call him. He is the older child.
Okay. They all look alike.
Not really, because Buster has like red hair almost.
Doesn't Paul too? Didn't he?
It's like a little bit more blondish, but you can like when you see them together, like you can see the difference.
Okay.
Like
okay.
And one's taller than the other. Buster's a little bit taller than
quite a bit, right?
This one, yeah.
Right. So after leaving this place, after leaving here, they had just been taking shots at that bar.
Yep, underage, mind you.
And they were going, and before that, they'd been at some kind of oyster roast and got all bombed while they were there. And then the two guys, like Paul and his one friend, were the ones that went in, and it seemed like the rest kind of hung around the dock in that park.
Yeah, just the couples and the Murdaugh boy's girlfriend. I can't remember his name. What's the younger one's name?
Paul.
Okay, so Paul's girlfriend, and then the two cousins and their two girlfriends all stayed at the dock while...
Okay, two cousins.
Or one of the cousins actually went to the bar with him. I think that's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed. I watched the video. I'm going through, I think it's called the Murdaugh Unaliving podcast even.
Oh, yeah, it's a Murdaugh podcast.
Just called the Murdaugh
I
podcast.
Think that's probably the one you're watching. There's another guy. His name is Eric Allen. And he's a YouTuber. I really like this guy because he's from that area.
Okay.
And he just kind of started covering the case because he knew how to do like videos. Like he would do it for like real estate or something.
Okay.
And I guess he felt like he would be able to tell the story best since he grew up there and was familiar with the place. And he actually did a really good job. Yeah, he did a really good job.
Okay. I'll take a look at that as well. They were dandy. They were as drunk as back.
Yeah. From what the story says. But we won't know because
they didn't.
Paul he never had a test. We don't know what his BMI was.
Well, it's like
BAI, sorry.
Do you know what? Maybe I will just put on, let me see if I can find something. Because if a person's unfamiliar, there's a lot of moving parts, like you said. So I'm wondering if there's something that I've put off to the side here that'll just kind of give us the main players starting here anyways, before we
Yeah, you can just put a picture up of the Murdaugh family, to be honest, because those are all the moving
That's very true.
parts right
That's
there.
very true. Murdaughs. Let's do that.
Hi, Connor. How are you? I haven't seen you. Hi, Dandy.
Hello, Connor.
Dandy said something funny the other day, and it took me like 3 days to actually understand.
To catch on.
And I finally started laughing. I was like, oh shit, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I've been there. That's hilarious. Okay. This has been really running slow today. It's been very windy in the mountains, right? Come on.
Canada.
Damn Canada. Try this again. It's True Dumb's fault.
So my parents are always like, why don't you just move down here? Just move in with us. I'm like, because the internet's shit here. That's why.
Right.
How can I leave? How can I live in this condition? I can't.
Okay, I'm going to turn this one off because I'll try this again.
Hi, James.
Okay, I wonder if this weather's going to mess me up. Well, hello, James. Maxie, do you want to pop it up?
The Murdaugh family? Absolutely.
Thank you. Like, there's something going on here. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh, gosh. I'll just share my windows since I'm not sharing anything else. Saw the whole picture. Here we go.
Okay. Wow. Unreal.
Unreal.
Okay.
All right. So this one over here to the left, the shortest would be Paul. He's the one that was driving the boat underage, also drinking underage. And he was able to get alcohol because he had his brother Buster's. This is Buster. He had his ID. That's Mom. And this is Senior Alec Murdaugh, who's now facing murder charges for his wife and his youngest son.
Amazing.
It is alleged that, well, what we know is that Mom and younger Paul, so Mom and Paul were gunned down next to the dog kennels. He has a sketchy alibi, and Buster was nowhere around. So
unreal.
Yeah, it's not a pretty
Unreal.
sight, and there's a couple of deaths underneath that table for sure.
It's so shifty, and I mean, you can go back to the previous two if you want to go down a deep rabbit hole. They've basically been in charge of the legal system since the late 1800s in that area.
Yep, it's a family tradition. Here we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at them.
And they all look much alike, do they not? Maybe not the first one.
These two do.
They do. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a whole family of, what do they call them there? Not litigators. They call them something really special. They don't call them lawyers, though. Criminals. That's a universal word. Criminals.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to doing a little bit more digging on this because it's unbelievable how many twists and turns, and being that they are who they are, how many things they
Connections
have
they have.
gotten away with.
Yeah. They have a few deaths underneath their belt, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
The housekeeper is a good example of someone who had an accidental death on their property, like something about the dogs like scaring her, and she like fell down some steps, and
Yeah.
she was, I guess there was an open gash on her head, and it was actually Mama Murdaugh who called it in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And just the way they sounded even on that 911 call was really calm and just suspicious. Like,
Absolutely.
you could hear Paul get on that 911 call too, the younger Paul, the little one, this one.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a little ignorant. Well, shit. On the phone.
I noticed that. I noticed he had that I'm better than you tone to him for such a young guy.
That kind of personality.
The kid at the end looks like an elf.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Just saying.
Like, I'm just saying, just pointing out the obvious.
A very happy elf.
Really happy elf. I don't know. I've seen happier, like Will Ferrell.
True, hey.
But this housekeeper, she ended up dying, right?
Do you
And
have
they
a
had
picture, Maxie, by chance?
do I have what?
A picture we can toss up of her?
A picture of her.
Yeah.
Sure, by scrolling off, I could find one. Oh,
You can try me. That.
Murdaugh family housekeeper.
So dad is the main subject or suspect. Absolutely for the wife and the son. And that starts on Monday, this trial.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
but this is this is a picture of the lady who she had worked for years for them. Years. Mm-hmm. I mean, she was she was actually family. Let's just be honest. And after she died, Alec Sr., he went to her children and said, "Hey, listen, I'm going to take care of you guys. I have insurance on her. Like, I have insurance. Like, you can sue me. I'll work it out. I'll get you the lawyers. You know, it's all going to be good. You guys are going to get money." First of all, who the hell does that?
Oh, right.
Like, just voluntarily, like.
Yeah, someone who doesn't want to get
go ahead
sued.
And sue me.
Right.
But it was all a scam. It was all a huge scam. He ended up getting millions of dollars.
Yeah, he insured
her death, and her children never knew about it, and they never even knew that they got money until somebody actually started reporting on it, and they were like, "What the hell? Like, somebody paid out on that?" Because they were supposed to have their own lawyer, who Alec Baldwin.
He needs one too.
Alec Murdaugh hired to take care of their side of it. But it was one of his buddies.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, these guys.
Oh, amazing, right?
Dirty, dirty lawyers and dirty, dirty people.
So now there's also that gay kid that, what was his name now?
We can't throw that in there. It's alleged.
Okay, possibly. James, you're so bad.
Family murder.
Alex Baldwin has killed more people than Charles Manson.
I'm gonna look it up like that, and look what I just looked up. Murdaugh family kills.
Unreal, and everybody pops up.
Stephen Smith.
Allegedly had an affair with Paul or with
No. It was so we're not a gossip channel here, guys. We're not
No,
trying to
allegedly,
gossip, but this is what is being said.
speculation Saturday.
Huge speculation. Can we put up that thing?
Okay.
Hold on. I'll find it. I'll find it.
I did it. I did it.
You did it. It is said that the oldest child, Buster,
Is it Buster? Okay.
swings for the other side.
Right?
Right? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I
And
don't
he
know
was
him. I can't prove it. I've never met the guy.
possibly swinging with Steven, right?
Possibly.
Possibly. Allegedly.
And this kid
maybe
here, his car was found on the side of the road with the gas.
Gas thing hanging outside. The gas cap.
The lid. Not so much the gas, but the lid even was like open. Right? The gas protection lid. So I'm gonna call it.
That thing.
That's what I'm gonna call it. It was open. It was on the side of the road, and this kid was found in the middle of the road on a stretch of like highway. Why?
There was nothing around. It was
why would
literally,
you even be walking on the middle of the road? There's no reason to.
Yeah.
And the injuries he had were very suspicious.
Well, yeah, basically the head. Yeah. And he had a shoulder dislocated and everything else was fine. So they're saying that he was walking and a vehicle went by and the mirror went by and smacked him upside the head.
No, that's not what happened. That kid got hit by a freaking bat.
He did, right? Allegedly. And, if this was just because that big old bastard Bubba or Buddy or whatever, if this is because he wanted to hide his
sexuality.
Yeah, sexuality. This is not how you do it. This is not how you do it.
It's one way to do it, but that's not the way you do it.
No,
it's not the legal way to do it.
Like all shady. So you got Paul that was driving that boat. We've got Bubba, what's his name? Buster. Got Buster, who possibly had something to do with Steven. And then you have the father who is just going to trial starting Monday for the son and the mother. Unreal. Unreal.
So I guess let me kind of just give the correct story on this because all of that it's alleged. We don't really know that Buster swings for the other side. We don't know that. We do know that the Murdaugh family had a lot of parties at their house.
Okay.
That's a fact that the kids could do whatever the hell they wanted. There was probably drugs supplied.
Yeah.
They just did whatever the hell they wanted in that town.
I've lived in some wealthier neighborhoods and in some not as wealthy neighborhoods. And honestly, the worst kids came from the wealthy neighborhood.
The rich family?
Oh, yeah. They would be standing on their houses and, oh, my God. The ones with no money, they were at home in bed because they couldn't afford to go out. And, of course, the wealthy ones were kind of snotty.
Where does that come from? Because I do have a question. Because I think every town has those, wealthy kids, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But they don't act that way because they have money. They act that way because they see their parents acting that way, right?
I think to a certain point, but then they get to a certain age and they know the difference between right and wrong. And in my opinion, anyways, they should get to a certain age where they realize that they're no better. But I think a lot of times these ones with, parents that are doing well in life, they're arrogant. You don't have what I have. I remember seeing, it was the end of a year party. And this one kid got a beautiful, beautiful brand new something or other, like a sports car of some sort. So you had to go way back in in the mountains on the switchbacks to get to the party spot. But then they decided they were going to drive back because they wanted to sleep on the school's roof or whatever. I guess that was a thing for that school. Well, this kid he made it like a couple switchbacks and piled right into a tree. I don't think he got hurt, but I tell you what, within a few hours, that car was gone and he was driving another one, same color, same year. I don't know where they took that car or what they did with that car, but that vehicle was replaced immediately, the exact same car. So I don't know how that worked, but
I guess I will say that I guess I was lucky that I didn't grow up like that. Like, I had like a small little town. We were like a 5A school. By the time I graduated, we had a 5A school. But so it sounds big, but it's just a really small town with a lot of people in it. And none of the kids ever acted like that. And there was people with money, and there was people that were just blue collar, and then there was people that didn't have money. And nobody ever acted like that.
I think with this place, the whole area was money. The whole area. So
5A school, Perry. So
I don't know either.
I don't know. I can't say for all of the United States, but I know in Texas, we because it's so big, Texas is super big. So I'm just going to use Texas as an example because it's super big. And certain little cities have certain population. They will actually, when it comes to competition within the high schools and schools, they label you a certain way. So 5A, for example, would be a school with maybe 1,000 seniors. Which would mean that they would have 1,000 juniors, 1,000.
Right.
Just to give an idea. 4A, you would think, oh, maybe has 600 seniors, 600. So the smaller you get in it, it's the smaller the class.
Okay.
Per se.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay.
So a 5A school is a really big school. They have 1,000 plus seniors, 1,000 plus juniors.
So is that something that's done per state, or how does that work?
It's by population.
But
because
throughout the country or throughout the state?
That's what I'm saying. I can't speak for all the other states. I just I went to high school in Texas, so I know Texas and how they do things.
Right.
But I can say now, that I've graduated. The same high school that I graduated from years ago is now a 3A school.
Oh wow!
So they separated.
Oh, they separated up the grades.
Yeah, now it's a bigger population, so they've separated their kids now, in a district. So
okay, gotcha.
There's two high schools now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Instead of one.
Okay. Well, I mean, smaller classes are always better.
Yeah.
A little bit more. I always liked it when my kid had a bit smaller school. They got a little bit more individual attention, I guess. I did homeschool for a few years. Now that sucks.
It's so funny because I feel like if I had kids, I'd be like, I'm gonna homeschool you. I'd be like, you know what? We're gonna take an off day today. Today's Teacher Appreciation Day.
Bliffed. Junior, there's no way you came from my loins. When I get home, I'm going to punch your mama in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yep. That might be the way it worked.
Or you had your own mom calling your dad at work so you can take an early lunch.
Right? Okay, it's what the hell? Yeah, my internet is not even close to cool. Unreal.
Not even close to cool.
No, it's
so lukewarm.
If even that. If literally, I'm having problems going between 10 tabs. Like it's not
God. I've broken computers that way. I've smashed laptops that way.
Yeah, it's got to be I don't know what it is, because this computer it's not even a year old.
Okay. I know a couple people were Confucius. We're going to go over it again. Okay?
Okay. Yes.
Buster.
Bastard.
See my mouse? Buster. Mama Murdaugh, because I don't know her name. Let's use his wife. I'm just going to call her Mama Murdaugh.
Yeah. I just had it, but yeah.
This is Paul. I don't know if you guys noticed his little camouflage bow tie.
That is something. Oh my word.
And then this is Alec Murdaugh.
So is it Murdaugh or Murdoch?
Murdaugh. You know the G and the H in English, dude. It could be silent or it could be a K. I don't know.
I've been hearing Murdoch.
Murdaugh.
Yeah. That podcast was doing Murdaugh murders, because I was thinking Murdaugh.
But Alec, this guy right here, he's currently being charged with the murders of Paul and Mama Murdaugh, which is his wife. Yes. And he's in college.
And nobody has really done anything as far as Mallory dying in that boat crash.
Nope. Because Paul, this guy, what was it? 2019? 2018? 2019?
Somewhere in there.
2020. He crashed a boat, drunk as shit, underage, and killed Mallory. Mallory died in that boat accident.
Yeah.
And he was actually supposed to be facing charges for that. He was going to go to trial for it the year that he died. So 2021? No, 2022. Right? Because this was last year.
I'm not moving to find out with my tabs. Unreal.
But he was supposed to go to trial, and then like shortly before his trial was supposed to start for the death of Mallory, who died in the boat accident that he was driving. He got shot to death outside of his dog kennels
with his mom. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I was watching that one video when finally law enforcement and ambulances and everybody were showing up. That Mallory's boyfriend says to the cop, "You ever heard of the last name Murdaugh?" And the cop goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, well, good luck."
Good luck. That was like one of my favorite. I mean, I know I shouldn't have favorite things, but he's one of the guys that you could tell that he immediately gained a hatred for Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately. Like in his voice in those 911 calls, talking to the cop. And he said that. He was like, "Do you know the Murdaugh family?" And the cop was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, that's his son. Good luck."
Good luck.
And Paul, mind you, there's emergency services, a whole bunch of cops. They're looking for a missing person in the water, and he's running around in his underwear,
right?
Laughing, like having a grand old time. He wasn't.
There was nothing as far as remorse or what
did he deserve what he got? Absolutely not.
No, but
he wasn't the best character. I wasn't, to be honest, I thought Ron Logan killed him. But like the kid, the boyfriend, Mallory's boyfriend, his cousin, they were so mad, they were so angry, and like he really could have probably choked Paul out right then and there.
Oh, absolutely.
So angry at him.
Absolutely.
I honestly thought when I heard that Paul and his mom had died, I thought Mallory's boyfriend did it. I was like,
No doubt, right?
Because they really thought that they would never get justice for it. They really were convinced that Paul was not going to face any charges for it.
Yeah, I can understand that. So I did manage to pull up a video. Let's see if it will run for us. It's just what we know so far about the Murdaugh double unalivings at Moselle. See if come on.
It's a new year, and it's time for a new ride at Cam Clark Ford. Get 2 years of no...
In just a week's time, a trial for Alec Murdaugh, the former lawyer whose recent legal troubles have captured international attention, will begin. A jury of his peers will be tasked with determining whether Murdaugh killed his own wife and his son. Claire Sable explains what we know about the day of the crimes as laid out in evidence in court documents so far.
Here at Moselle, the Murdaugh family property in Colleton County is where Maggie and Paul Murdaugh were discovered dead by the dog kennels. The very man who called 911 to report the crime, now facing charges in their murders on the world stage.
911, where's your emergency? This is Alec Murdaugh. 2140 Moselle Road. I need the police to answer immediately. My wife and child badly.
It is the night of June 7th, 2021. Alec Murdaugh says he discovered the bodies of his wife and son and alerts authorities around 10:05 p.m.
Okay, did you hear anything or did you come home and find them?
I've been gone. I just came back.
Maggie is shot and killed with a rifle. Paul shot and killed with a shotgun.
So what do you think about the two different weapons?
They were killed at 2 different times.
That would make sense. Still the same person, though, you would think?
Yeah, unless he had the guy that shot him in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Do the other shooting.
2 different times. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. If there's 2 different shooters, I'm willing to bet that the other shooter is the same guy that shot Alec Murdaugh on the side of the road in this attempted murder-suicide thing.
Right.
Or attempted suicide by murder. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Right. That same guy probably helped him. I'm just assuming. That's my opinion.
So
because it is 2 different guys. So.
We didn't mention anything about Alec getting shot yet either. So there is. So yeah, Alec, the father, was actually, he says he got a flat tire and it looked like somebody was coming by to help him. And what they ended up doing was shooting him. Doesn't seem like it was serious because he was able to call the cops and what have you. And didn't even have to stay overnight at the hospital, I don't believe.
No, he immediately got taken into prison.
Yet, do not pass go.
Do not collect your children.
Okay, I'm gonna.
They're not. Neither one of them moving.
State investigators from SLED swarm the property but stay quiet for 13 months. But in July 2022, the other shoe drops. Murdaugh is charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a violent crime. The South Carolina Attorney General's office believes the crimes took place sometime between 8:30 and 10:06 that night. The coroner's office places the time of death between 9 and 9:30. Murdaugh was initially reported to have been visiting his father on his deathbed for several hours before the discovery, but his official alibi places him with his mother and her nurse's aide at her house in Varnville for a total of 20 minutes during that narrow window of time. His defense states he was at Moselle around 8:30, a few minutes after 9, and was at the house from 9:20 to 9:45, and he returned back to the property shortly after 10. He claims he last saw Maggie and Paul alive when he left to visit his mother and had several phone conversations with 5 people during his travels, including his other son Buster and friends like Chris Wilson.
He
So
talked to
Buster-
5 people in a matter of 10 minutes.
Incredible. I often think when I see crimes like this, why doesn't the guy cash out and go live in the sun somewhere? Yeah, right, Perry? I mean, a little bit extreme. What a crazy family. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm looking forward to jumping into this because there's just so much.
It's just so 5 people. Called 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I don't even have 5 friends. Can you imagine me calling 5 people? I'd be calling like my neighbor from 1990. I'd be like, "Hey, you remember me? How's it going? Just want to say hi. Okay, bye." Call the next person. Like,
right.
You could tell he was like trying to build an alibi, like trying to build.
Absolutely.
Use the phone, put his phone like on the highway somewhere else, like.
Wow, eh?
Yeah, this dude. And he's the kind of guy that I think like all of his lies like caught up to him.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way he saw out of it was just like by murdering everyone.
Like what? Unreal.
Like, for real, like Buster, his older child, is probably really lucky he wasn't around the house.
I would think so, yeah. Yeah, I don't think he'd be there. I don't think he'd still be around.
Right, James. Hello, just driving around, not murdering anyone. Okay, bye.
Yeah, gotta go. I hear someone calling.
I have 4 other people to talk to. Bye.
So we haven't heard anything about the mother knocking anyone off yet. Oh, never know.
The mother?
Yeah, the wife.
I mean,
she's the one out of the crew.
She was probably like the same one. Here's the thing, like I see her. Can we switch back to my screen really quick? Because I just want to show this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm getting just like where's okay? Oh, there I am. What's that movie? I had it in my head and I totally forgot it. Cuban guy, Scarface.
Oh, Scarface. Yeah.
This coat here just gives me total Scarface wife vibes.
Oh, sure, Michelle Pfeiffer.
You know, like she's like just enjoying the life, loving all of it, loving the money, all of it. But then I guess like one day she realizes my husband's a fucking idiot. I need to leave.
My family kills people. I have to go now.
My whole family shit because of my husband. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, absolutely. So basically they didn't do Paul any favors by helping to bail him out because he just lost his life anyways at daddy's hand, most likely. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer and Scarface.
Like this. Like I'd be petting it all day.
I'd be making it into a blanket.
Yeah. That's the only way it's acceptable. When it comes to like fur, like actual fur from animals, if it's not something that you lay on or, you know, Native Americans do, they take everything because that's what you're supposed to do. Everything's supposed to be
everything. Absolutely.
Yeah. Unless it's like that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
So Mexi, you probably know this better than I do. What do they have on Alec?
What do they have on Alec? Well, all the shady dealings he's done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And that's including the insurance scam that he did with
the house cleaner,
the house lady. That's such a rude name to call her. She was the keeper of the house, I guess. You know, right? It's more appropriate.
Yeah.
Because she was there forever, and she really did everything for the family. She was more than just a housekeeper. Yeah, the insurance scam they did with that. He did a whole bunch of other insurance scam. He was embezzling money from his own freaking practice. His son was a maniac, allegedly. And yeah, he murdered a whole bunch of people. Like what?
Right.
Like, that's a huge stack of evidence against him. Like, the trail of paperwork alone from all the embezzling and the scams is unbelievable.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to see if I can find anything.
And the guy that he had shoot him in the head on the side of the road, they actually go way back. And there's paperwork that takes them all the way back. There's
Oh, is that
checks
right?
that he's written to him. Like, yeah, this guy's like dead in the water.
Do you have anything? Oh, isn't this interesting? Body of Alec Murdaugh's housekeeper is to be exhumed. Did you know that?
I don't know what they're gonna find.
The family was awarded confession of judgment awards former housekeeper's family more than $4.3 million.
Looks like a Trump advisor.
Let's see what I got here. Oh, the Mudaugh Murders interactive map. Oh,
there's a map.
That's what I'm seeing here.
I love interactive maps. That's the next thing I'm gonna learn, by the way. I was telling you about it earlier.
Yeah.
I want to learn animation and interactive. How do people do that?
I don't know.
You're like, I have no idea. You're asking about.
I don't know. Don't ask me. Okay, I'm trying to share this. Come on. I think I found something. Okay, we won't go through all of it, but 911 call from the boat crash. So this is
play that.
This is from the picture that's behind me. What happened not too long after the kids left there. Come on. February 24th, 2019. Mallory Beach 19 goes missing after a boat crash near Paris Island. A 911 call is placed from the scene of the crash at Archers Creek. So this needs to load. Are you kidding me right now?
I try to find.
They want to send you the link because this looks like it's got all sorts of really good yummies on it. Let's see if this will work while you're.
Why did we make our Lysol wipes biodegradable? To help protect your family from germs while helping protect the planet. Lysol biodegradable wipes are made with a plant-protected plant-based fibers. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
Are they breathing?
No, ma'am. My wife and my son. Please hurry. Neither one of them moving.
So is it this Curtis Smith?
Yeah, that's the guy that shot him, and they had gone back like a really long time. Like, there's plenty of checks that are written out to him for various things. Just very random because he has like a really bad record.
Okay.
that you're kind of wondering, like, why would a guy like Murdaugh, who is supposed to be this distinguished lawyer from a huge family of lawyers who've ruled the town, why would he be friends with a guy like this?
Right.
This shady character. But apparently he was his lawyer at some point, and they cut a deal, and he would pay him like just random large amount of money. Just randomly. Like,
sounds like he might have had something on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's take a look at this. This is the house. They had a nice, beautiful house.
Very nice, very nice.
Are they breathing?
No, ma'am. My wife and my son. Please hurry. Neither one of them's moving.
And so it makes you wonder, okay, is this alleged shooting that happened this weekend connected in some way to the death of his son and his wife? And that's something we just don't know the answer to.
Wow.
It's just like a little timeline of his. Huh?
Right. Unreal.
Let me see if this is what I was looking for.
Do you want it?
There's a playbook of excuses employers use after an on-the-job injury.
All right, can I share my screen?
Yeah, I'm just trying to pause this before it.
And at Farrah and Farrah, we know it.
Okay, here we go. Remove me. Edge. There you go, friend.
Can you hear it?
Can you guys hear it? I can. Oh.
You can hear it. You can hear it?
No.
Well, I paused it, but like you heard that to start with?
No. No.
You heard that?
No.
No. Why? Why?
I don't know.
Why is that? I don't understand.
He looks like a Trump advisor. Yeah. By the sounds of it, that's what he did, Dandy. Isn't that something?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out if it's because I'm not sharing my screen or it's because I'm sharing like a tab. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How did we do it last time? Because I think you ran into that before. It really was. It was something else, this crash.
All right, let me know if you can hear it on this. I'm going to press play, okay? Can you hear it?
Video from the night South Florida teenager Mallory Beach died in a tragic boating accident back in 2019. 19-year-old Paul Murdaugh was charged with Beach's death. Those charges were dropped just 6 days ago after he and his mother were found shot to death on one of the family's estates in June. Police say Murdaugh had been drinking the night of that wreck before he crashed his dad's boat into a bridge. WTOC's investigative reporter Max Tic joins us now. Max, now that the charges have been dropped, the DNR is releasing some key details.
Yeah, Dawn, that's right. The DNR just released new surveillance video along with more chilling 911 audio from its investigation into this deadly crash. This surveillance video was captured near the New Day dock in Beaufort. You can see Beach here walking with her boyfriend. Also pictured, friend Connor Cook, who made the 911.
I'm going to pause really quick. This is Paul right here.
Right.
You see my little mouse? That's Paul. I just want to back it up a little bit because look how freaking drunk he is. You could see it in his walk.
This video was captured near the New Day dock in
Look at
Beaufort. You can see Beach
Yeah.
here walking with her boyfriend. Also pictured, friend Connor Cook, who made the 911 call that night. And Paul Murdaugh, who appears to be stumbling. Beach exits the frame last, seen smiling and laughing. The video was taken at 1:13 a.m. on February 24th, 2019.
That guy's
about
drunk
an
too.
hour
Everybody was
before
drunk,
the crash.
but
What bridge is
none of
Paul,
us
what
were
bridge
driving.
is this? Paul, what bridge?
911, where's your emergency?
We're in a boat crash on Arthur Street. We have someone missing.
These are the frantic moments just after Beach went missing. Connor Cook made the desperate call to police after they say the group of 16s crashed into the Archers Creek Bridge that leads to Paris Island. You're listening to Beaufort County 911 dispatch calls just before 2:30 a.m.
Please send someone.
We're calling, okay? And then, well, who's that in the background?
There's 6 of us and one is missing.
Okay, who's missing?
Female Mallory Beach is missing.
Okay.
Dispatch calls also paint a picture of Mallory's final moments.
They were driving at a high rate of speed in the water in a boat. Female was sitting on her boyfriend's lap. They hit the bridge. She is now missing.
The front left side, which would be the port side, the driver's side, is split open from the nose all the way 6 foot back. There's a 6 foot where the boat actually came apart at the seam.
DNR officer.
Unreal. Like he split that boat. Yeah. So, yeah, if I remember correctly, the boyfriend was getting freaked out, so he sat on the bottom and had Mallory sitting on him. And somehow she ended up getting ejected. Everything okay on your side there, Mexi?
Yes, everything's good. But yeah, like every single one of those kids got ejected or hurt or and I'll try to look up a map so you guys can see what the waterways here kind of look like. And they're drivable, like, or it's driving a boat, right? Do you say driving a boat?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's drivable. But they had no lights on. It's super dark. There's like these little patches of Greenland where like water still kind of goes through it. It's I don't know what that's called. But then there's like one really straight way where you can just drive through. So, but he was speeding up and then slowing down. And then speeding up the boat again, just like randomly, and then slowing it back down.
So this is a night
happened. Yeah, it was a nightmare for everybody on that boat.
And this is in the background there. This is the back, kind of like the water is marshy.
Yeah.
And there are places all through in here where you can, it's beautiful at night, where you can see where they will take their boats through.
Yeah. So it's like, think of like little tiny islands, right? With like water streams just kind of through all of them. And it's, and that's where they actually ended up finding Mallory, is in one of those kind of little marshy spots.
And this is the bridge.
Yeah. And how it's shown behind Franky, there'll be like just like a straight way of water that you can travel through consistently, like a highway, a water highway, I guess you would say. Yeah.
So you can't really see the road here, but it's not yeah. And again, this is the kids on their way.
And this is after they left, because I guess they went to like a crawfish or like a fry fish festival. I don't know. Something they do up in the east.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, not really
It'd
sure.
be
But
yummy.
like a party or whatever. So they got beer and drinks on the way there. He drove the boat there. They were already drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then they decided to drive back, but then stop and go to the downtown bar. 2 of them did.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
It was just like a all bad situation. It's like a drinking and driving situation, only a lot of scenarios happen like that, like when you're on the road, but it's just on the river, I guess.
Right.
Water.
I don't know if you guys in Canada, do you guys need licenses for your boats and what have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. You need a permit, you need all that shit. You can get that license.
Yep. Yeah. And the cops will stop you if you're drunk, you're getting an impaired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They just started doing this in Canada maybe 10 years ago. Is there anything more on that there?
Oh, yeah, of course. Do you want me to play it?
Sure, let's check it out.
Officers took these photos aboard the boat the next day, showing coolers filled with drinks still on ice and empty bottles and cans left behind. Hours earlier, surveillance footage shows Paul Murdaugh buying alcohol, police say, with a fake ID at a Parker's in Ridgeland, South Carolina, and then ordering another round at a bar, Luther's Rare and Well Done in Beaufort. After the crash, 4 of the 5 teens were rushed to Beaufort Memorial Hospital. A nurse stated Paul Murdaugh was, quote, only wearing boxers and that he was grossly intoxicated and belligerent, adding that he appeared to be, quote, the most intoxicated and uncooperative of those involved. The hospital took a blood test from Murdaugh around 4 a.m. that showed he had an ethanol level of 286 milligrams per deciliter in serum.
Holy
the Mayo
shit.
Clinic Laboratories website says it converts such numbers to BAC by moving the decimal point over 3 places to the left. That would mean just about 2 hours after the crash, Murdaugh's BAC sat at 0.286. That's more than 3 times the legal limit. Mallory Beach's body was found a week later by another boater a few miles away in a marsh near the Broad River boat landing. The coroner's office said Beach died from drowning and blunt force trauma. Mallory Beach's family still has a civil lawsuit against the Murdaugh family, and Dawn, we will continue to follow that case.
Excellent. Thanks. Well, we have posted all.
Forgot about that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Yo, he was drunk as shit.
He really was. He really was.
I forgot that that's what his love. I knew it was like outrageous. I didn't think it was like.
Oh, and that's how many hours afterwards?
2 hours.
Yeah.
That means when that crash happened, he was 3 to 5 shifts.
To the wind. Oh my God. Unreal. Unreal.
Is it shits or shits? I'm gonna say shits because he really was like.
Oh, totally. So I'm curious to see what they say here about the housekeeper.
It's a new year, and it's time for a new ride at Cam Clark Ford. Get 2 years of no charge.
Breaking news, lawyers for the estate of Gloria Satterfield say they've reached a settlement with Palmetto State Bank. Now, Gloria, she worked as the housekeeper for former Low Country attorney Alex Murdaugh for years. Now, she died after falling at the Murdaugh home. Murdaugh is charged with obtaining property under false pretenses. SLED says he's...
Oh, he is so bad. Oh my God. I'll dig for this paperwork. I'm learning to dig.
Stole over $3 million in insurance payments meant for Gloria's sons. A joint statement from the family and the bank reads in part, quote, although Palmetto State Bank never handled the settlement funds, nor was it responsible for the alleged actions of Alex Murdaugh, Palmetto State Bank and its board of directors made the business decision to prioritize ending this matter for the mutual benefit of Ms. Satterfield's sons, its customers and shareholders, and the Hampton community at large, end quote.
Yeah. Unreal. So I'm just curious if this is going to be a...
It's a new year, and it's time for a new ride at Cam Clark Ford. Get 2 years of no charge maintenance.
Wow.
Developments in the Murdaugh family mystery. A court hearing revealed new information in the Gloria Satterfield case.
And the possible sale of Murdaugh's land, the same property where his wife and son were shot and killed.
I'm sorry, I just have to say this and then I'll get back. She has really bad hair.
According to WCIV in Charleston. Now, lawyers say that they got more than $7 million for the Satterfield estate's wrongful death settlement. Satterfield was Murdaugh's housekeeper who died from a reported trip and fall at Murdaugh's home. Mudaugh admitted to stealing from her sons, who hired him to file the wrongful death lawsuit. An attorney also said they're going after Bibi and Tay for mishandling funds, in addition to a lawsuit involving Bank of America. Investigation into Gloria Satterfield's death was reopened by South Carolina investigators.
Wow. Unreal. I was going to see if there's anything else on here that's interesting.
I'm trying to look for the cam footage of that boat accident because I want to hear.
Okay. It's quite the case, eh, Perry? I really, unless something drastic changes, I am going to watch this trial. I'll spend all my day time. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another one. You know, if there's anything happening in any of the other cases, I'll touch on them. But maybe do another refresher video on this family.
I'm going to have to do this because this is apparently the only.
How did she become missing? Are we talking about Mallory or
the boat accident?
Okay, with the boat accident, Mallory was missing for about a week, and then the housekeeper is somebody. I don't quite know what happened in that house with her.
Well, she had worked for the family for freaking years, and that was actually before the boat accident, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mallory, I know they say that she's missing, but she was considered missing because of the boat accident. She was in the boat. He crashed the boat. Paul crashed the boat.
Mm-hmm.
She went into the water, and yeah, they couldn't find her.
I've got another one here. Mm-hmm.
But this is the Mudaugh Murders podcast. You guys go subscribe.
Absolutely.
They have a whole bunch of really good videos on this. To be honest, I didn't really know that they existed until today because I was looking for Eric Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the other guy that does the Mudaugh thing.
Okay.
But they have they have like a lot of videos and they're pretty detailed. So I will subscribe myself. But the reason I'm saying go subscribe is because they're the only ones that apparently have this video.
Okay.
The full cam footage.
Okay. So this is New York Post. It's only 30 seconds.
I want to check out.
Unreal. Unreal. That's interesting.
Yeah, this drawing's a little confusing to me, but I guess this whole little spot, there's a whole bunch of pictures in the way, but that spot where one of the bodies, yes, okay. Right there in the corner on the left, bottom corner. I guess that would be like a whole storage room or something, and they're maybe like found at the doorway of it.
Okay. So when the boat crashed, she was thrown, and subsequently drowned. I'm sure he advised the girl's family who passed away to get specific lawyers. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Perry. So actually, while I'm at it, I'll actually put up that guy's Eric Allen, because if you guys really want to catch up, like there's people that have done really good stories on this, like follow it really closely. And Alec Murdaugh and his father, so that would be Paul's grandfather, the guy he originally called, showed up at the hospital when those kids crashed, and they're walking room to room being like, hey, like, stop talking, like, hey, this is what happened, like, yeah, it's really messed up.
Wow.
This guy.
Unreal. Why is he bald?
I don't know. I was kind of wondering the same thing, like why he did that. But he also was trying to say, like, right when he first got into his first trial, whichever one that was for, because he has several actual pending charges for him, and they're all separate. I didn't understand why he did that, but he was trying to say that he was on drugs himself, that he had a drug addiction.
Okay.
Like with opiates or maybe like some kind of painkiller or something. I can't really remember, but he's supposed to have some kind of addiction. And that guy that he was writing checks to, the one that shot him in the head, allegedly, I guess that was, he would get, stuff from him. I don't know.
Unreal.
Yeah, this whole case has a lot of things going on with it. Like,
it really is.
Let me give you a piece of advice. If you're going to steal.
A grand jury in South Carolina has indicted Alec Murdaugh in connection with the 2021 murders of his wife and son. People has confirmed that Murdaugh was charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime. The charges were handed down on Thursday morning. Murdaugh made national news in June of last year when he said he came home to find his wife and were found outside their home. According to his attorneys, Murdaugh was named as a person of interest in the murders. Murdaugh was already facing 81 other charges that were unrelated to the killings, most of which were alleged financial crimes, including misappropriating money from his law firm, defrauding clients of funds, and computer crimes.
Oh my God, this guy's done like dinner.
Yes.
Oh my God, man.
And I mean,
alleged
he's facing, like I said, like several charges, and they're all independent of each other. So the murder charges are independent of like his fraud and his scams, and he's gonna go to jail.
Oh, bye-bye, Birdie.
For one or the other or all of them, but he's gonna go to jail.
Whoa. 81 other charges.
That he also defrauded the family of his former housekeeper out of a $4.5 million insurance settlement after she died in a mysterious slip and fall accident at his home. After the murders of his wife and son, Murdaugh made news again when he allegedly tried to stage his own death so that one surviving son, Buster, could benefit from a $10 million life insurance settlement. Murdaugh was criminally charged in connection with the alleged suicide for hire plot and is awaiting trial in that case. He is currently being held on a $7 million bond. It's unclear if an additional bond will be added.
Unreal. Unreal.
Nuts, right? Nuts.
Oh, totally. Totally. I'm not a fan of sharing off of people, so I don't think I'll.
Can I share?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Your turn.
Like I said, this, if you are not subscribed, go subscribe to the Murdaugh Murders podcast. But I didn't actually get this off their website. It's off of fitnews.com. So thank you, fitnews.com.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fuel to chat. That's an Autobot? I do not know what to do with an Autobot.
What's an Autobot? Where?
I don't know what an Autobot is.
Don't click on it. Don't touch it.
I'm not gonna. I'm not going near it.
Don't do it.
No. Absolutely not. Oh, sorry. Ready to share. I got all mixed up with that Autobot thing. What?
Can you guys hear? I can't hear it either.
No, can't hear.
Can you hear?
Yep, low.
The most severe of the injured is on the boat underneath the bridge. We'll also walk out to. The most severe injured.
So after y'all hit the bridge, did y'all beach the boat up there on the side of the thing, or did the boat? That's where it ended up. That's where it ended up. Okay.
Oh, this is
y'all think
awful.
y'all hit one of the markers that in the beginning?
You can hear it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I use your phone?
Okay.
Can I use your phone?
Hey, but I ain't got my phone.
Oh, this poor kid.
You ain't got your phone on you?
No, you dropped yours in the grass right back there.
That don't surprise me.
Okay. Have you been checked out by an ambulance? Hey, buddy. You been checked out by an ambulance?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sure. I think we should look at checked out, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, shit, what's going on?
Hey, what's your last name, buddy?
Murdaugh.
Murdaugh.
RDAUGH.
Okay, what's your first name?
Paul.
Paul, P-A-U-L?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So they find me. Hey.
We're looking right now for it. They're down there looking, okay?
But they got a good search on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But they probably gonna find it.
They're gonna find it, okay?
Don't you think?
They're down there looking right now, okay?
You know they got that's a good search, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they got a good team down there looking for it, okay?
Hey, can I use your phone?
I don't have my phone on me, buddy.
Oh.
Here. Hey. Here, stay right here. I'm gonna go get that one you dropped on the ground back there, all right?
Yes, sir.
You got it already? Yeah. Okay. So there were 6 total people in the boat. Okay. They hit, I think, one of the bridge pile, and where you see the boat is where it ended up.
Okay.
One of the young ladies got ejected. She still has not been found. Tide's going out, and we tried walking out.
Okay. So that was just Paul that you guys heard. And he's currently trying to ask everybody and anyone for a phone. That's his main objective.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the first person he's going to call is not his daddy,
but
his grandpapa. So let's see if I can find that.
All right. Me and you, we're chilling. I understand you're upset. I ain't about to sit here and tell you to calm down.
I'm going to skip through this before,
Mm-hmm.
Come out 14.
Listen, man, my mom works for okay, listen, that's cool. I done told you you're not in trouble. Do you want to call that? I need to call her. I need to call her. Go, you can go down there. Is there a D-long on the boat? Oh, what? Elena? No. Huh? No, Elena's alone. It's not her. That is her friends down there that police might kill her. What's your mom's number? Y'all need to come to me first. We hit a bridge in the boat. Connor's fucked up. Connor's messed up bad. We can't find Mallory. Morgan's messed up bad. We can't find Mallory.
Okay, so this person who you hear talking right now is Mallory Beach's boyfriend. And Connor is his cousin, who is also the other male on the boat who was dating the other girl that survived. It's really heartbreaking because this dude is supposed to have a broken jaw from the accident, and he's heartbroken. He's trying to call from his, he's calling his parents, obviously, but he's also ready to beat Paul's ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
And I'm really I'm gonna skip through some of this because I just really am trying to find one.
Call Mr. Hay or Mr. Bill. Hey, it's been spoken out. All right, bro. Your son's not in trouble or anything right now. Like I said, he's very has right to shop right now. I don't know. You probably knew he would end up eventually coming down this way. You don't have a problem with that. You're probably gonna let it ride. He told me you're in law enforcement.
Sorry guys, I'm just gonna stop that because that's way too heartbreaking, and I rather just listen to that on my own, and then when I find the piece, I'll just post it on Discord, the piece that I'm looking for, because I'm already heartbroken. I can't.
Oh, it's sad. It's a sad situation, isn't it?
Yeah, but that whole case is messed up, and we're probably gonna be following it because.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's a lot to this case.
Yeah.
There really is. So anything else you wanted to touch base on, Mexi?
No.
I think we're good. How about you guys in chat? Anything you guys want us to look at before we jump off?
Do you guys want to see something funny? Just
let's do something funny before we. I agree. Let's do it.
I need to do something really quick.
Are you gonna make my stomach again? Oh my God.
I need to change the volume on YouTube. Because I had put it all the way up. So you want to see dog videos?
Yeah, let's watch a couple of them before we head out.
You want to see that one guy that I was subscribed to?
Right, Perry? Exactly.
Let's cheer up.
Well, yeah. I mean, like you and I have talked about before, and like I've talked about on the channel quite a few times, it's nice to be able to take a little bit of a break from the horror because this is absolutely horrific.
Let's see if this is the one.
I'm almost afraid, Maxie.
Why? Don't be afraid. I got you. Don't be afraid. All right. I love voiceovers, guys. And this guy is by far the best one. Franky was dying the other day.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So we'll do a little bit of this just to cheer everyone up. Okay. Can you hear it?
A little bit, yeah. Let me see. Maybe I'll turn mine up.
Come on, you just big for that.
Can you hear it better?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get some.
Not as loud as it.
How can I? Okay, hold on. I got it.
Okay.
Let me try again. Hold on.
With everything happening in the
Only
Idaho
way I
murders
know how
case,
to do it, guys. That's the only way I know how to change the volume.
Whatever works.
That's hilarious. Okay.
What? Come on now, sir. What? Come on, you just big for that. Come on. I dare you.
You got customers?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get some water.
That's what's up. Check your time, bro.
Hold on.
Wait, get your water.
Okay.
I'm coming. What you gonna do? What?
Come on now, sir.
Stop playing. Do it look like I'm playing? No. Stop. Go on, bro. Do it look like I'm playing? Go on.
Do it look like I'm playing?
Leave me alone. Nope.
I know sometimes I ask you, do you think I'm playing and you think I'm serious, but I just be playing, bro.
Stop playing. Do it look like I'm playing? No.
Tag.
Oh,
What?
Stop, boy.
What?
Told you I didn't want to play no tag. Leave me alone. Stop.
Tag.
Ooh, put your paws up, bro.
Tag. You want to fight over tag?
Come on.
Okay. I get it. You don't want to play tag no more. Okay. You sure? You don't want to play tag no more?
No more.
Okay. Tag. What?
No, and don't ask me again. I'm not shaking your hand. I didn't say don't. Oh, I think I tell you don't ask me again. Oh, I know you didn't just ask me again. I said don't ask me again.
Bro, why you mad at me? Because your mama ain't fix your lunch? She ain't fixing nothing like this? You ain't getting nothing like that? Bro, I would give you some of this, but your mama should have fixed your lunch, bro.
Hey, wait a minute. That look like me. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, that is me. I didn't get up in the glass like that. Hold on, let me check again. Is this me? Wait a minute, this is me? Man, y'all true. Hold on. Is this me? Oh, this is me.
You really do that?
I ain't did nothing. He just lying.
I said you rub your butthole on my headrest. You do. You lift your tail up.
Oh, you lying.
No, you lift your tail up and you rub your butthole on the headrest.
I can't do that.
No, you're not supposed to do that.
I can.
You're not supposed
Yes,
to.
I can.
No, you're not supposed to do that.
I'm sorry.
You're not.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Hey, Mom, I'm glad you back.
What did you do?
Somebody tried to break in the car. They threw me in the back seat and threw powder all in my face. They tried to blind me, but I fought them off, Mom. I fought them off, and I saved your car. I saved your car, Mom. I'm not fighting, Mama. They fighting over there. They don't know how to. You said good dogs get good treats. Did you say that, Mama? That's why I'm not fighting. They fighting. I'm not fighting. See, Mama, I'm being a good dog. Good dogs get good treats. That's what you said.
This one is my favorite.
I want to love you, feel you, and wrap myself around you. I want to squeeze you, please you. I just can't get enough. And if you move real slow, I'll let it go. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Yeah. And I know, I want you. Oh, is that my friend? Hold up. Oh, Charlie, Bobo, where y'all going? Okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming. Hey, you need to take me to the dog park. Hey, y'all wait for me. I'm coming, man. I'm coming. Don't worry, Mr. Fluffy. They'll never take you away from me again. They're going to have to find you this time. I'm going to put you right up in. This is a good spot. They ain't gonna never.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Go find somewhere else.
Yeah, get in there.
Stop! Mama said I'm in charge.
Wake up, fat boy.
Ow! It's nap time.
Wake up.
No, it's nap time.
Black
Ow! You gonna give me whiplash? You ain't even black. Ooh, what's that? What's that? You don't like scary stuff. Stop. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, there you go. You gonna stop calling me fat?
Let me go and tell Mama.
What you gonna tell Mama?
Tell her you fat.
No, you ain't. Ooh, you look you smaller than me because I whoop you.
Come on in.
Stop. You gonna scratch my eye. Stop.
No.
Oh man, they got the good seeds.
Last one, guys.
Ow! Get up.
Who would put this contraption in the way of food? I got a hard enough problem living out in the wild, man. Let's see if I can do this again. Let me see. I'm gonna just have to aim a little higher, get my trajectory right. Okay, I think I got it. Ha! Oh, this bush ain't high enough. Let me see. All right, let me get my hops on. Ha! All right, how high is this anyway? That's about 8 squirrels high. Okay, all right. I'm gonna try this again. I think I can get this sucker this time. Hold on. If I just aim right, you just gotta aim. Here it goes. Got it. Then I'm gonna eat all these seeds. There ain't gonna be no seeds left for no animal out here, man.
All right. That is the last one, guys.
Okay. Oh, Dandy, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay, guys. That was Speculation Saturday.
Even
Thank
like
you.
watching it a second time, it's freaking hilarious.
Oh my God. Oh, like it almost hurts my stomach.
I know.
I laugh so hard. It's like, oh my God. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show and enjoyed the happy Saturday. I hope you enjoyed our little speculation. Okay, here we go.
Yes, speculation.
Okay. We'll see you next time.